guys, Cherrywood44 here. I'm here to report about my. Basically, I want to report about my Google account. Got my old Google account got hacked and deleted back a few months ago, and YouTube partners already managed to change like the password on it and stuff back to my old one from the hack. What the hacker put, but they couldn't change my old phone number on it, even though I showed them proof that it did belong to me. But they didn't listen. Easy partner support. Basically, here, Saturday, April 30th. Basically, my friend got hacked, and this is like my friend's account is being controlled by a hacker here in this screenshot. And so the hacker basically he trapped me with the game dev scam on Discord. Basically, like there's this a supposed fake game dev who's trying to recruit uh people to play test, and basically I fell for it and I got hacked. It was a Trojan virus that, which I thought was the game. Apparently, nope. The Trojan took all my online accounts info, connected to my Google account, and he put it here in this like picture screenshot, which I'm going to block out for obvious reasons. So afterwards, he tried to like make me pay money to get my info back, and I'm broke. I was broke. I still kind of am, but yeah, I ain't have the money to like be like, oh okay. I could have lied at the same time. I should have thought about that. Okay, well, yeah. Basically said, hey, I don't have the money. And then he deleted my Google account the day after. The reason why my other accounts are okay is because I managed to change the passwords on most of them, at least the ones I can remember. And luckily, the ones that I don't really remember, I don't use it very much. Stuff from like Reddit, though, I do use it quite a bit. So that kind of sucks. I basically lost that account for good. But that could change. Who knows? Thanks to this video. Um, yeah, I think this picture says enough already. You can read. You can read. Uh, I don't feel like talking because I'm kind of tired. Basically, I contacted Team on Twitter. I basically looked up how do you recover a hacked Google account. I said, okay, Team YouTube. So I contacted Team YouTube. Basically, asked me for a trade ID. They sent like a little form for me to do. They basically told me to try to explain the event in great detail, and that's what I did here. And I'm not sure what, but it seems like later on, Google and YouTube they never used this to help me out here. So yeah, basically it got me a channel ID which I forgot, but they're able to cover next to the details I was able to put. So after this, what happened here is I made a new Google account so I could contact YouTube's customer support. And Google, they took it down because they believed it was a bot for some reason. I had to send an appeal for it to get revived. Luckily, they did it just 1 day later. Uh, and then Steam basically had my old account, my old email on it, attached to my account, as well as my old number. I was able to get those two of those things changed. So all I had to do was just provide like my card number, my card credit, my card details, my debit card details that I used to buy Steam games, and also a new email to attach to my Steam account, and that's why I was able to do those two things. And damn, there you go. I was able to change my details on my Steam account and get it revived pretty much. and team support they resolved that in like a day or two. So yeah, in the span of only a couple hours. So yeah, big props to Steam, man. Like I'm saying, yeah, Google, YouTube, they should be working like them. Because we have here YouTube partner support, they reached out to me, basically suggested some basic troubleshooting methods like clearing cache in your browser. Oh, that didn't work for me, as well as trying out their account recovery page, which didn't work because I set up a recovery email on my old account because my mom didn't tell me that it was important to set up, so I was like, okay. And so then afterwards here, uh, it basically said that told me to do the same thing. Basically, what they did here, they told me to make a supervisor email. Basically, supervisor email is basically just a Google account for kids. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I had to do here. But then afterwards here, they basically rejected it without explaining why and how to fix the issue. Basically said they may make a new for supervisor email. So then I did. And I started making so many supervisor emails. I think I made like 2 at this point. Like it basically said I had the issue of usually having my phone number being used too many times. So then afterwards, what I had to do is I had to like use my dad's phone number to make a new one. Although that did nothing because they rejected that darn email too without explaining why. And then when I did explain, asked them to explain, they basically said, "Oh, we don't know because this is coming from our internal team and the internal team doesn't want to tell us for security reasons." You know, kind of BS is that, right? Like, come on. I mean, clearly this customer service is being ran by robots, man. It's weird. And a few times where it's reviewed by human, even here is JJ. I mean, holy crap. It's like I'm talking to AI, man. Probably am, mostly. Alright, well. So yeah, basically I made a bunch of supervisor emails. YouTube rejected them, but I explained why. And then here, they're able to recover my account for me by changing the hacker's password to my old password just before. So I was able to recover the accounts that which just got deleted. But then the bad part was that my old phone number was still on my account. I don't even remember if I actually put my new number, but either way, like I was basically trying to beg YouTube to change my old number on the account to my new phone number. And I basically showed my old phone, which had my old phone number as proof that that number belonged to me. You know, I knew what the number was. I showed it up for proof, but YouTube was like, nah, sorry, buddy, you're out of luck, and they basically told me to go fuck myself, pretty much. So yeah, that's pretty much about it. So yeah.